One of Meltzer's favorite plays is to take that second serve off of his backhand side and really just rip it come the net. See if Agassi will start to maybe adjust to that and go a little more into the body or to the forehand side of Meltzer. It's easier to come in to take the return early with the two-handed backhand return because you don't need the time to hit the swing. There's that drop shot I was talking about. That time it works. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good one, but it just surprised Agassi. Off the return, Andre had plenty of time. Mishit it.
Slap shot, forehand clean, win that one down the line and just again.
Serve sets it up. Agassi measures it. Didn't go for too much. Not much rhythm in this match, and that's the way Meltzer wants it. Agassi makes no mistake in that one. You have to anticipate this shot when you're playing Meltzer. It's a good time to play it for the Austrian. Agassi on the run. Andre gets up to it. No time to use the two hands and get across court. Quickness there from the 34-year-old.
Andre Agassi beat Van Lendl in '92, Jason Stoltenberg in '94, and they beat Pete Sampras in '95. He's got 3 Canadian titles.
Hello.
Agassi hasn't been held serve yet. Pretty good company here. The Agassi this last week in LA got to the 800 mark. He's going for 803 here in this match today. Edberg, your brother John.
Good pass, Edberg, this week if gets through the final. He's got a ways to go now. Meltzer's just come out on fire.
Meltzer around in that point like he likes to move the guys around. The problem for Agassi here is that Meltzer is just playing such risky tennis at the moment, and it's working pretty well. Who has Agassi lost to in Grand Slam finals?
3 players. One we know for sure. Pretty easy there.
Goes back a few years.
Well, it actually goes back, yeah. On the red stuff, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
15.
Good play to follow the drop shot into net because it takes away some angle from your opponent. But Agassi's so good that he's still able to find that slight opening up the line. He missed the first one, but he's handled the last 2 drop shots beautifully. Looking for the 4th break of the match.
That is
15-14.
a little too much again, and Agassi's got chances to break.
Melzer starts to get a little more consistency in his game. He's going to be a really dangerous player. He's dangerous now, but he's got all the shots. He can really do a lot with that two-handed backhand. A lot of pop on the first serve. Moves pretty well. Look at that. Explosive combination.
Aggressive attitude out there too. I mean, he doesn't mess about, and he's not at all intimidated by Agassi.
Doubling up Agassi in the winner department so far. He also has a lot more unforced errors, but he'll take that if he hits his winners at the right times. He wants this match, Melzer, to be about taking risk and shot making. Meltzer's yet to win a point on his second serve. 0 for 4. That's a good play from Melzer.
Anticipation and a quick move from him, and he's got a game point.
Well, much better drop shot. This one was a lot shorter, so it forced Agassi to go to the one hand there. And then Melzer anticipated at cross court. Game point now for a 4-1 lead. 7 of 10 at the net so far. Down the line, the backhand down the line rally there. Agassi finally gets in. Showing some good net play himself. That volley set it up there, and good quickness. Look how quickly he reacted to look for that one down the line. He's got good instincts now around the net, Agassi, which he really didn't have early in his career. Something that he's worked on over the years. Now the finish points off at the net.
It's been a while since he won a tournament, as you mentioned, Houston last year. But he started out the year well, Agassi, again. Semi-final at the Australian this year. Lost to Safin, a long 5-set match in San Jose. But Marty Fish beat him in the semis. Indian Wells, again a semi-finalist, losing to Federer.
That was a tight match, a tight 3-setter. Now, since then, it's really been miserable for Agassi. French Open, he went out in the opening round in a dismal clay court. He only played 2 clay court matches, lost them both.
Melzer is playing very fierce tennis against Agassi. He's got a 4-1 lead. Agassi to serve. 8 hours of coverage today from this great championship, Tennis Masters Canada. Jurgen Melzer in match number 2 here on Stadium Court against Andre Agassi. Started firing early, won the first 8 points, got the break, and he has been able to maintain the break. He's got a 4-1 lead in the first set.
He lost to in Grand Slam finals. I know he lost quite a few to the man throughout the 90s. A man with 14 Grand Slam titles to his name. I think everybody got the other ones. We know our buddy.
We're on clay.
Jim,
the French.
Jim Courier, Sampras a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. Probably one more from Sampras. Courier. Gomez, 1990 French Open, and Pete Sampras in 1990.
He was supposed to win those 2 French
That's
finals.
right. Before he finally won it in '99 over Andre Medvedev. Probably the greatest single win of Agassi's career, I think, coming from 2 sets down to win the French Open.
And that capped the 4 slams, so he's won them all. He's only one of 5 players to have done that. Clips the line. And Agassi's got a game point.
Agassi.
4-2 first set.
Melzer leads by 4 games.
Andy Roddick up next, and stay with us for the rest of the day, including our night coverage on ESPN2, 7:30 Eastern Time. We'll have live coverage. Not sure at this point who it's going to be, because it will be somebody who's probably played during the day. In fact, it will definitely be somebody who's played. It'll be their second match.
Well, we know who it won't be. It won't be Roger Federer, because he'll be playing the last match during the day session. So, assuming that if Agassi wins, I put my money on it'll be Agassi. Oh. And at the moment, things are going to have to turn around for that to happen. The 12th winner off the racket of Jurgen Melzer so far.
Showing no caution at all. Jurgen. He's flailing away at everything. And other than that serve game that he lost, they've been pretty good.
Same differential, but Melzer with bigger numbers. And in today's game, that's normally what pays off. Fourth ace, a couple of game points now. Wow, new ball start.
In front 5-2 first set. Agassi to serve, and we come back live to Toronto. Agassi winning the first point at 2-5, 15-11. Melzer at 50 on the race this year. The Indesit ATP race. To Houston. Agassi's number 17. For him to qualify for Houston, you have to win a few matches.
4-15.
huge number of points at stake here in Toronto, next week in Cincinnati, because they are both Masters events. And then the US Open, of course.
Melzer leads by
There's the most of all of them.
When
So there's time.
And he really needs to get a few more matches under his belt, I think, if he has to have a realistic chance to go deep in the US Open. And he says that's what really has been missing for him this year, Agassi, because of the injuries. He just hasn't been able to get enough matches. And when he's gotten to those crucial stages in matches, Cliff, when they're won and lost, you know, at 5-all, or he's trying to serve out a set, particularly against Tommy Haas out in LA. He beat him here, but out in LA, he says, you know, that's the time when I feel like I've been hurt by the lack of match play.
This is a crucial time in this set anyway. Serving for it at 15 love. Second serve now.
Go to London.
2 points away from Melzer. I guess he had his chance to come back and break a second time, which would have got him back on serve, but unable to get there, and Melzer now 2 points from the set.
Go to London. Game, first set, Melzer.
So it's a matter of whether Andre Agassi can come back again here in Toronto. He's down a set to the surprising Austrian Jurgen Melzer.
Second set, Agassi to serve.
Jurgen Melzer winning the first set 6-3. Agassi broke him once, but he in turn was broken twice.
Long.
The exception of Jimmy Connors, no other player, modern player, who has been in consistent contention at all 4 majors for 15 years. He was in the year-end top 5 in 1988. And he ended up last year at number 4. It's incredible.
I mean, to me, that's the most impressive. His longevity and the fact that he's been able to continue at just incredible performances at this age.
Go to London.
He's got 58 singles titles, 15 Masters crowns.
He's also won Olympic gold, which was very important to him. And
3 winning Davis Cup teams also. Great history. And Agassi wins the first game and second.
Or American Express between the lines. I mean, just the shot making of Jurgen Melzer in this opening set, doing it from all parts of the court. The good backhand volley there, and he's really had Agassi on his heels throughout this match. Explosive forehand winner. 16 winners in all from Melzer. And this drop shot, I mean, a couple times he got burned, but this time it worked. It's a part of his game that you have to be aware of as our American Express between the lines. Look at the variety from Melzer, doing it from everywhere. Will he be able to continue?
15 long.
Agassi, I mean, I still feel like Agassi's looking to find his rhythm. After,
But it's tough to find rhythm
well,
against a guy.
yeah,
Just
that's the problem, and that's what Melzer has to continue to try to do.
like Melzer's not standing back there and going to trade with Agassi. The first chance he gets, he's just banging them. Plus, he's got 7 aces.
Again, Melzer.
Melzer holds. It's one apiece. Let's go to the grandstand court now. Check in on the beast, Max Mirny. He's serving forward. He has a match point he's got against Thailand's Paradon Shrishafan.
Shrishafan not happy about it, but Mirny comes through with a good come from behind win. 6-4 in the third. And the 14 seed is history.
Love 15.
Good news, bad news for Mirny. He's through. Next up, Roger Federer.
Today. Rain on Tuesday. Rained all day. Played one set of tennis.
Double fault his first point here for Agassi, and I'm sure Melzer will try to take a big cut on this second serve. Tried to, but big second from Agassi right on the line.
15 all.
Just frustration, and that's what Melzer can do to you with that drop shot, just sort of tick you off. And Agassi tried to put this ball right through him. Actually wasn't a bad idea, but he let his anger and his frustration get in the way of that shot. Hewitt winning the opening set easily against Yuri Novak. A tough baseliner from the Czech Republic, 6-2. You got quite a day of tennis when you've got a two-time Grand Slam winner out on an outside court.
The winner of that Hewitt Novak match plays Ljubicic or Fabrice Santoro.
Again, Agassi.
2-1 Agassi. Melzer to serve in the second. Melzer serving here at 2-1 Agassi in the second set. We're on serve. But Jurgen Melzer won the first set. Gil Reyes is Andre Agassi's trainer, and then really a lot more. I think some of the wisdom that you hear from Agassi, I know, comes from Gil.
Well, Melzer got away with it there. Came in off a terrible approach, and Agassi should have done a lot better with that one. And then this one didn't get it wide enough, and Melzer showing some good hands. Agassi was ticked off at himself there, and understandably. You know, that's a big point there. I mean, that would have given Agassi love 30. Instead it's 15 all, less pressure on Melzer. He comes right out back with an ace.
You are in certain ways a composite of your teachers in life, and so to that extent there is something of Gil in Andre Agassi's mind.
They met in the gym of University of Nevada, Las Vegas, when Gil was working with the basketball team there. Andre noticed this sort of work that this man was doing, and
Gil didn't know much about tennis.
No, he didn't know anything about tennis. This man knows plenty about tennis, Darren Cahill. And Andre said to Gil, Gil said, listen, I don't know anything about tennis, but I know about getting strong and getting fit. And Agassi said, well, you worry about that. I'll take care of the tennis part. I know about that as well.
Game point.
What a combination they've been throughout all these years of Agassi's success.
Two.
It's 2-1 in the second set, ho-hum. But this could be a big moment here if Agassi can get the break.
It's also, if you get down a break in a set and you're playing the type of tennis Meltzer's playing, it becomes that much more difficult. You know, high-risk tennis is sort of easy to play when you're up a break and shots are falling for you. But when you're down and your opponent's starting to get some confidence and some momentum, then the wheels could fall off in a hurry.
Break point for Agassi. He served well.
Yep.
He's got 8 aces, Melzer.
And 63% percentage on the first serve. Spadia and Gonzalez baseline battle out there
On serve.
Agassi.
2 doubles in this game. Another break point for Agassi. Oh, you cannot miss that return if you're. That was a weak second serve. And, you know, those are the types of points that Agassi's been frustrated with himself. And when he talks about the lack of match play, that's where it shows up on a break point. You got to make that.
That is long, and here's a game point for Melzer.
I mean, that's like the Andre Agassi, you know, 101 percentage play. Second serve, break point, make the return, put it in the court.
That's wide.
Pays the price, Agassi.
So that game will go down as opportunity lost for Agassi. It's 2 apiece in the second. I think she's got to win. I mean, I think she's got to win another slam. Yeah.
Okay. And win Wimbledon in the fashion that she did.
Yeah, that was really something.
Pretty impressive.
Points not lasting long here, right?
No.
Because Melzer won't have anything to do with that.
Yeah, that's part of what's frustrating Agassi. Just can't get into a rhythm and hit those 4 or 5 balls per rally, which he likes to do.
So 215.
Game point at 2-2 second set. Agassi is down a set. 3-2 Agassi. Melzer will serve when we come back.
Agassi.
Jurgen Melzer to serve here, 2-3 in the second. He won the first set against Andre Agassi. We're live here in Toronto. Masters event, part of the US Open Series. Roger Federer winning earlier today. And Andy Roddick to follow this match here on Stadium Court. Agassi's stature, Patrick, in world sport is such that when we go to a new country, like you go to Australia, for example, you go to Paris for they're using him for commercials of different kinds, like Aramis, for example.
It's all over the place, yeah. New commercial with he and his wife, Stephanie Graf.
I was trying to remember who that's for. It's for a financial services company, I think. But that's a great commercial.
Taylor Dent and that with a little kid, yeah.
And then he's got the Amex one where he's the ball hopper.
He's the man.
And the toys.
Continuing to play high risk, but hasn't been nearly as successful in this set, Melzer. That's his 9th error against just 4 winners. Much better numbers in the opening set. Agassi yet to be able to take advantage.
Chance here, 30 all.
14.
Game point for Melzer.
Agassi's looked up at Darren Cahill after that second point of this game when that return flew on him, as if to say he's struggling with his string tension. He's very meticulous about that, and doesn't look like he feels as if he can control the ball and take those big swings and keep the ball in the court.
Back.
3 apiece in the second set. First set to the Austrian Melzer. And Roddick coming up next to the picking from Vicente Lopez, the Spanish left-hander.
These are the things, obviously, you know you have to adjust to. Agassi played a night match a couple of nights ago where the conditions are generally a little bit heavier, so maybe you bring the tension down a touch in the night. In the daytime, the ball flies a little bit more. Again, when Agassi has to move and hit, he's not looking comfortable at all.
As soon as he had made that last swing, he looked down at his strings.
Yeah, well, he's continuing to look, and he's looking up often at Darren Cahill, who's in the corner, just off to his right at the moment.
It's not a good sign because it's very difficult to recover once you lose the field. Oh, ball was way wide.
Way out, yeah. No call from the linesperson. Quickly overruled by Carlos Bernardis in the chair, and a good overrule. It was wide and long.
Big serve. 3 aces Agassi in this match for 9 for Melzer, but that was as good as.
Again, sort of hitting his strings after missing that shot, Agassi.
No.
You know, Agassi just really didn't go after that first ball the way normally he does when he gets the chance, and that just allowed Melzer right there to take the offensive. And then he steps in with the two-hander.
It's a break point.
Oh, that's brilliant. On the
Melzer's
run.
He's just toe-to-toe with Agassi here when they're both back. And then the pass, so he's got the break in the second. Melzer's serving here. He's got the lead with the break in the second set, and he's up 1-0.
15 long.
How does that happen if you're Agassi? I mean, second serve, very little pace on it there, 81 miles an hour, and Agassi was just trying to get out of the way of it. Just looks to me, Cliff, throughout this match that Agassi just not trusting his swing. Able to really, go through the ball, accelerate through the ball. And I think that's affecting his footwork. It's just not as crisp as normal. Well, that was good hitting there from Agassi. And that time he stepped way back behind the baseline. He took a good cut at the return. And that seemed to open his shoulders up.
I think that trusting your swing thing that you came up with, because that is really important.
Hewitt rolling over Novak, setting a break.
Once you lose confidence in the swing, it is hard to get it back, especially when the guy you're playing against is not giving you any rhythm.
That's exactly right, Cliff. I mean, 15-30, so you think, okay, a chance now again for Agassi, an ace. And then a great first serve followed by a forehand winner. Gonzalez looking to serve out that first set against Spadia.
Guides that one into the open court as Agassi gives up on that point. Melzer holds. He was down 15-30 in that game, and Melzer now on the brink of taking out Andre Agassi, number 10 seed in the tournament, but he is so much more important a player than that seeding. 5-3. Melzer just one game, 4 points away.
Differential's good for Melzer, but it hasn't been as good in this set as it was in the first set. But Agassi's numbers are even worse. 3 winners only for Agassi in this set, and that was his 8th unforced error. Have to do some serious back to the drawing board work if Agassi can't get himself out of this one.
15.
What a return. And it really looked to me like Agassi was finding his game after beating Haas in a tough opening match. This is going to really hurt Agassi's confidence. That's a
too tough.
Heck of a shot.
Match points.
Full stretch Melzer there. Looks like Agassi's got this one, and what a topper.
Come back. Come back. Thanks.
Agassi saves 2 match points.
Andre Melzer.
The boos are about.
What that
Maybe the call, or obviously this crowd wants to see Agassi get back in this thing, but doesn't look like it's going to happen.
match point.
That's wide.
A low percentage play that from between the serve and the baseline. A swinging bowler forehand. Agassi sets it wide. He just could not get control of the ball in this match, and he goes down in flames. Melzer, got to hand it to him, Patrick. That was good stuff.
Well, he really came out firing with a game plan to upset the Agassi rhythm, which he did. But that's going to be a real disappointing loss for Agassi to take as he tries to get his hardcore game going, make one more run at the U.S. Open. But Melzer just took it to him. I mean, look at the winners, 28-3, or 28-10 overall, just 3 for Agassi in the second set. Melzer now waits for the winner in the Gonzalez-Spadia. Kiefer continuing to play well on the hard courts will take on the number 4 seed Carlos Moya in the third round. All these matches will be completed later today.
Gonzalez got a break on Spady in the first set of that match. We'll continue to follow it. Meanwhile, Jurgen Melzer has taken out Andre Agassi, and he leaves. We're going to talk to Jurgen Melzer of Austria when we come back. Get his take on this. 6-3, 6-3 for Jurgen Melzer over Andre Agassi. He's at courtside now. Jurgen, congratulations. This has got to be probably one of the best days of your life, right?
Of course it is. I mean, this was the tennis of my life. I think it's the best day of my life. So I'm very glad that I won, and it's been perfect out there.
Obviously, Jurgen, you came out with a game plan, which was really go for your shots, and you seemed to rattle Agassi with that. Was that part of the plan?
Of course. I mean, if you play with Andre from the baseline and let him play his plan, you're going to lose. And I went out there and went for the big shots almost down the line, and he doesn't like that. So it worked perfectly. Normally, you make a little bit more mistakes when you play like that, but today it didn't.
Well, good luck in your next one. You got to, I mean, how are you going to get yourself back up now for your next match today? Because this, obviously, as you said, the win of your life.
Well, one thing is good that I only played almost 1 hour, so I'm fit for the next one. And, well, you got to focus. I mean, I have time to celebrate after the tournament, and I hope I can stick to the plan that I did today. And if I do that, I think I have a chance to win another match.
All right,
well done, Jurgen.
Thank you.
Be a better celebration if you go all the way. Well done.
Thanks.
Against Andre Agassi, straight sets. We'll be back with that continuing.